So I'd like to take a quick moment and talk about something that we do not do here at FCR. When you buy a raw card, you have two primary risks. The first is the condition of the card. The second is the card in an altered state and authentic? When you look at the number of transactions that happen in a given day, in modern and ultra-modern cards, the overwhelming risk is condition risk. Meaning that in ultra-modern and modern, the risk of a forgery, the risk of a card that has been trimmed, significantly lower than the risk that you're just going to buy a beat-up card, a card that's got a ding, a card that has no chance to achieve a good grade. We want to remove that single biggest risk from buying and selling in raw cards. When you buy an FCR card, FCR sealed card, you still need to assess whether or not what the risk is that card may be altered the same way you would any other raw card. The bar for detecting sophisticated alterations is very high. It's something that takes specialized equipment in a lot of instances. It's something that there's a lot of training that goes into that. And while our reviewers are rock stars at card condition, they have not received the training necessary to detect alterations and that sort of thing. We're not going to be stupid about this. We're not going to take in 86 Jordan Fleers and seal them under FCR seal. We're not going to seal any 86 Jordan Fleers. If you have that card, send it into one of the major grading companies, get it slabbed. There's a high risk those cards in a raw state are forgeries or altered. Most likely a forgery more so than an alteration. So we're not going to be idiots about it. We're going to keep our eye out for those type of cards that are potentially problematic. But it's something in cards that people that are really sophisticated, they can flatten a card, they can laser cut the edge, that you lay that thing on a jig and it still measures fine. That card has been altered. And detecting that is very hard. There are substances that people can apply to cards. I don't even know how the major grading companies detect those things. And in many instances, I think those things go undetected. So we're not going to claim that we can do something for you that we can't do. So if you're a buyer, make sure that you're considering when you buy the card, what do I think the risk is that this card is altered or a forgery? And that's something that you're going to need to consider. And is it a major risk in modern and ultra modern? I'll have to let you make that decision for yourself. But I believe the overwhelming risk you face is condition risk. And that's a risk that we can 100% mitigate for you. When you buy an FCR 10, you're buying a card that is in 10 condition. And that's really what we look to do in trying to help establish more confidence buying and selling raw cards.